Insects, whose whole life cycle is to burrow into the eyes of children and make them blind.
That was Stephen Fry talking about God and how narcissistic and weird he is. Think of the most messed up thing that you possibly can, and then ask yourself, what kind of God would allow something like this to continue or even be created in the first place? So the other day I got $1,000 from this very sweet lady that I met, and I just want to share this with all of you. I've made some notes on it, so pause to read. My thought is, what kind of people would buy into something like this? And when you read the messaging that is on this, it makes it very clear what these leaders truly are and what kind of message they're attempting to spread, because this isn't a message of love or peace or unity. It's a message of worship. And that's all they want you to do is worship. If you're worshiping, then you're not worshiping yourself or taking care of yourself. Maybe not even thinking about how to live a good life or what is a good life. Maybe you just disregard all the crazy things around you and just expect God will fix this. Give it to God. Give it up to God. I think one of the most messed up scenarios that I can think of is, how is it possible that, a murderer, for example, just imagine a serial killer, lots of people, mass shooter, for example, and they could go and ask for forgiveness and be allowed into heaven. Now, what kind of God would allow this person into heaven, not from forgiveness, but without ever intervening into the life of this person, knowing, I mean, if God's all knowing and all powerful, then would God, not know what kind of experience this person was about to create and what kind of travesty this person would create? And sure, we can think, well, God should be forgiving, and you're right, God should be forgiving, but God should also be intervening in bad situations, maybe not creating these situations, if he is who you say he is. I think the weirdest thing about this is that it's printed on money, or what appears to be money. Money is the root of all evil, isn't it? So they're using money to tempt you with what? Jesus, salvation, and God we trust. They really do write it on the money, don't they? I wonder why. Because they can't let us forget that we need to love God, right? Love God.